Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Still Saturday, 15th of November is today, 2025. There is a video that is going viral, and that is the video I want us to look into. And the video is about Ebonyi people. They are coming out massively to call out their politicians who are sponsoring insecurity and killings in Ebonyi State. Now, I say that the conspiracy against Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB started failing on time. I was thinking that it could take 4 to 5 years before the conspiracies will begin to fail. Now, what are the conspiracies? If you have been following me, I have talked a lot of things that IPOB, I mean the Nnamdi Kanu's IPOB, not the politicians' IPOB, okay? Nnamdi Kanu's IPOB are not responsible for the killings in the southeast and so on and so forth. I've said this thing countless times. It was even a heated argument before Hope Uzodinma, came to say it on Channels Television that, listen, we politicians are the ones sponsoring all these killings. It's a political killing going on in the southeast. But you know what? Everybody fails to talk about what Uzodinma said. Nobody listened to him. Why? Because there is a money, billions of naira flowing in to change the narratives about Nnamdi Kanu. However, after the proscription of IPOB, they were trying to find a legal backing to that proscription because people were telling them, what do you mean by calling IPOB a terrorist organization? People that are carrying flag, blowing whistle, how does that amount to terrorism? And that is why up to today, you won't see any international community or countries calling IPOB a terrorist because they are not. Now, they started looking for a way to label, Nnamdi Kanu's IPOB terrorists. You know what they do? They said, yes, Nnamdi Kanu formed a vigilante group. So those vigilante group, they are carrying pump action, they are carrying shoot and run. So what we are going to do is that let us sponsor people who will come out and do all sort of rubbish things. And we will always put it on IPOB. This was the conspiracy, a very calculated and well-sponsored conspiracy. But I'm surprised that Nnamdi Kanu have not been released and it has started failing. Now, apart from what Uzodinma said and so on and so forth, this video you are about to watch now, you know why I'm sharing this video to you? I'm not going to say anything. I will allow you to watch it. But the person talking, his father was killed in April in Ebonyi State. Guess what? Nigerian police force reported that it was IPOB that killed his father. But here is the man narrating everything that transpired, what killed his father, and he's calling only one man, a House of Rep member, that you are going to hear now. That he is the one, sponsoring armed gangs in Ebonyi State, killing people and so on and so forth. Even when people are saying that Fulanis are invading Ebonyi State, you see politicians also killing the people. Stay with me. We are going to talk more about this video. But for now, take a listen.
Yoga is a terror to Degamagan.
All the rest, Honorable Comrade Doga. What did you know about him? What is happening in your village and your family precisely?
Okay. Yoga is a terror to Degamagan. My name is Ebuka Obi. The first son to the disease, to the mother, the Obi. So, Yoga is a terror to Ndegamaga and Ikwa as a whole. It's a name that is associated with nightmare. That if you dream and then you hear that name, it's a name that you need to rebuke from the beginning to the end. It's a very bad name to rebuke. And I think every other people affected. They've been in my place. In fact, what the name is known for, in fact, is about the destruction of life and property. That's the only thing they know. The only thing they hear is about blood, destruction of blood, killing and killing, that's all.
Which village are you from?
I'm from Ndishe Umamarande Gamago in Igbo. There have been so many lives taken by the same group. In all the villages, all the 9 villages there, this guy has has all the armed group headed by particular people in each of those areas.
What are their names?
Their names, some of them, okay, like in my own place in Ndishe Umamara. His armed group leader there is Chika Malobu. He's the leader there. And when they want to rain their terror on people, they will go and summon all of them from different villages, all the group head from all the from each different group. They can even move from there to other places. And anywhere in Iko that you see crisis happening, either communal or whatever, Sinaroga is involved. And they move people from even as far as from my own village to other villages, and then mobilize them to go there and cause terror. That's what they do.
Okay, are you sure of what you are saying? Because he's a right honorable. You know that this is an allegation, and you know that you are talking to a big man. So are you sure of what you are saying?
It's something that anybody can fight. It's nothing hidden.
You have evidence?
It's something that is not hidden. My own father is one of the issues I'm telling you now. My father was killed on April just because he came out to say the truth about the communal land that they were selling. They have sold up about 2 different places. They went to this particular one that the villagers said, you understand, that particular place was meant for farming, it's not for residential purpose. It's meant for the age-grazed land, or maybe when the community has an issue to go and issue to solve. Instead of going down to the poor farmers to live with them, they should sell the place and recover the money and do whatever they want to do. And then the people that senior them already, that are already in the grave, have already had an oath in that particular place. That if you use that place for residence, it will cause death. And my dad, being one of the elders in the village, still know that it cannot happen. That they should not allow people to, the young ones coming up now that don't know what is happening, to come and see the particular place that they've already had an oath with. Then when the death will start, it might likely start from them that are the elders or their children. So in order to make sure they put the place aside or stop them from doing whatever they want to do, the villagers, the elders started mobilizing against it. And they were not fighting. They were going against it to make sure, you understand, to communicate to them to stop. Even at the point when they discovered that Chinedu's hand is involved, these people mobilized themselves twice to go there, to let him know, you understand, that you should look favor of curtailing his boys in the village, not to cause problem in their village. Then when the Chinedu, in fact, I thought it was an opportunity for them to rain his terror on them. They went back, thinking that the case is already, they've gone to even the village chief, instead of them to do what they're supposed to do. Because all of them are political cliques to Chinedu. They were doing politics for something that the villagers meet, something that will help them, for their own life to be safe. They were doing politics. You are talking about politics. Is it a political crash? Or it's not a political crash. That is what I'm telling you, that's the way Chinedu works. He's involved in everything, even with family issues. If you have a husband and wife, they're involved. They will just say they call and those guys will come with the AK-47 to come and dissolve husband and wife. Did he have land close to that place? He's not even a member of our village. Is it from your village? He's not even a member of our village. So you are not saying that he travels from his own village or community to he's interested about anything happening. Even friends, in fact, they have even where they are doing burial. They arrange all these boys from the bush, they come with AK-47 to dissolve people's burial. Everything happening in that village are involved. There's nothing they are not involved. Destroying people's property and killing. Even in my village, I can count it more than 20. These two is the latest I'm telling you this April. Last year it was Gujumushi and the rest of them. A trader that was just coming from a festive season they are doing here at Kurike. They strangled him with a towel in DVD. So about 7 o'clock. It's a reoccurrent. It didn't start today. There are many souls, you understand, that have been wasted because of this man. Because of who? And nothing, because of Chinedu, and nothing is done. And nobody says anything because of fear of not being killed. Did you report to government? We reported, even this particular one, we have a lot of reports, you understand, even from to government of the day. Police. And police and everybody, even to local government and the rest of them. There are petitions around before these incidents happen. What are government doing about it? The government, in fact, there's nothing government is seriously doing. So what are you saying? There's nothing government is seriously. We've reported the case and nobody is saying anything. I don't know whether they're afraid of him. I don't know what is happening. So what is your plea? My plea is for the whole world to come into the matter to get justice for my father. So it cannot continue this way. Else everybody will die in the village. I'm just telling you as it is now, everybody, even as this one is happening, even if you meet a brother to some of my relatives are even running away because they don't want to die the way my dad died. Even as it is now, if I tell you threat I'm receiving from the beginning, even physically, even the last one that happened in October, the first one that happened, I reported to the police commissioner. Police commissioner called Chinedu in my face and warned him not to let anything happen to me. But he still continued till today because he believes nobody can do him anything. The last one was even in the police station. Police was around, even in the police, the OC crack unit office. Under CCTV camera, he threatened to kill me if I step my leg in Igbo again. Because I should go ahead and do whatever I want to do. That in fact, even if there's anybody pushing me, I should go ahead and call them that none of them will stand him. Police don't do arrest in your. They do arrest in They stop police from doing the arrest. They stop police from doing their work. Okay, they cannot come to your village. They cannot come. You spend money all around and make police to in fact to detach police from going to do whatever they're supposed to do. So are you saying that they bribe police or the people that he had the militants that he's keeping there could not allow police to come and do their work? I think it's about Chinedu. He has made the police, you understand that. I think they don't even know what I'm telling you. I don't understand what is happening. Even some of the witness to the case, suspect, the witness to the case, some of the case filed, you understand, they filed, what they call it, a statement from some of the witnesses. In fact, I think the one major one missed. I was asking the police IPO, you understand, he couldn't find it. We went to the file, we can't even see it. They hide it from the statement that was already made from somebody. They hide it from They had it from the file, from the case file. I went there last time. He said I should go and call the same person again to come and do the same. Since the person is still alive.
So in summary, what are you?
In summary, is that I'm asking the whole world and Nigerian government. Anyway, it is. I don't know where. In fact, if it's there, I don't know. Tinubu has been a name that is bigger than Tinubu. It's bigger than Nigeria. No, we've been hearing about Nigerian politicians in Nigeria being corrupt, but I don't know. This one is more than being corrupt because I think the only thing we know Nigerian politicians associated with before was about the issue of money issue, embezzlement of funds. But to come into life and destroying life and properties is something that somebody cannot handle again.
If anybody tells you that IPOB is the one killing people in Olu zone, it is not correct. Wicked politicians are sponsoring the killings in Olu. Last week in Oberuru, the APC ward chairman was killed in his house. The APC secretary was killed in his house. APC woman leader was killed in his house. I have cross-checked since the inception of this banditry. Not one PDP man has died.
In the southeast, you don't have cattle routes. But in the north, we have cattle routes. And so nobody is going to say ban, open grazing, in some areas in the north where there are cattle routes, where they move constitutionally from one point to the other. But in the south, there is no cattle route. And so for you to move from one point to the other, you have to move through farms. You have to move through, population, dense areas. And this is not very good. And that's what the southern governors and of course Southeast in particular are saying. Let's go back to our traditional method of relationship. We will no longer allow you to take your cattle from one local government to the other. And the implication is that these foreign headers also come in terms of, mobile headers. We take A47. So that is a source of conflict. So anybody that is saying that there should be no ban on this thing is, on the other hand, saying that, look, these killings will continue. And that's what gave birth to ESN. Whether we support it as governors, we don't. But the people tend to support it because of the foreign headers that pretend that they are raiding cattle and then they are killing. And in my own village, a white man was kidnapped in my village that's doing construction, by these foreign headers. And we've encouraged the federal government, let's treat this, cattle raiding as a business. Take money from the federation account and develop ranches where there are designated ranches, especially in the north. And the northern governors are willing, but it's been frustrated.
Now, let me quickly explain these last two videos we just watched. One was Hope Ozodema saying that it's not IPOB that are killing people in Olu zone, and that is the Olu zone. Everybody have been telling you. Asari Dokubo have been telling you that they are in Olu zone fighting and so on and so forth. So that one has been settled. Now, the another set of killers in the southeast is what David Umahi, the current Minister of Works, just explained to you. These are the government officials. They are telling you that, look at, they were killer herdsmen coming to kill us due to cattle route and all those things and so on and so forth. So, do you now understand where all these conspiracies are coming from? And if I tell you that black men, that our IQ is too low, don't argue. Because a black man is ready to sell his people just because of political interest. He's ready to kill his people just because of money. That is how low we are. Are you wondering why, they succeeded in sending their people during the slave trade? Apart from that, some of the cities and territories were subdued by the, colonies like Britain, Portugal, Belgium, and so on and so forth. But our people also willingly, because of money, that's bicycles, sold their people to slavery. The record is there. So nothing has changed. And that is why this new generation, if we actually want to change the narratives, we must wake up to the reality. We must not allow people to tell us what is wrong with us. And that is where I stand.